What up, everybody? What up, everybody? We going back. We going back. We going back. We going back. We going back today. We going back today. We going back today. Oh, okay. We going back today. So let's go.
Shooter, you shot me in the heart, and I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, I don't think I'm gonna make it. See, I'm just as good as dead. I'm good as dead. Whoa, was I? Girl, you shot me down to my knees. Yeah. Since you took your love from me, and I'm holding on to the hopes that you will return. Although I feel I've lost you forever, I will believe that you still love me. Girl, say you do, say you do, say you do, say you do. So they got me here, they can come on what you said. They gotta leave us alone. Wait for little. So what you don't do now. Hope you better, guess I really got to put it down. Just respect you. Tonight I wanna spend you. Stop for the say go, baby, go and get that close. What you make your girlfriend? You've been waiting patiently, different ways and where I be. The cousin rockets in the industry, looking at some she can't sleep. You still love me, shooter, shooter, yeah. You shot me in the heart, oh yeah. And I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, shooter, I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, and I'm just as good as dead. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, I neglected the fact that your love was precious, and I should have took more better care of me. And now every minute you're gone, girl, I sit here just dying alone. And I wish that I could have dodged that bullet of you leaving me. Shooter, shooter, you shot me in the heart. And I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Oh, shooter. Oh, I don't think that I'm gonna make it. No, no, no. And I'm just as good as yeah. got you, baby. I gotta go. I don't wanna go. But I got to.
First off, I'm gonna say what up, everybody in the chat. What's going on? Send an APV that the king is on. Man, we gonna go back today, and we gonna start from last night. I'm kind of upset. I'm very upset. I see that even when you make amends with people, some people are just not. I mean, like once you make amends, it's just meant for you just to stay there. Don't make too much of amends with nobody because people ain't sufficient. People ain't for sure. People ain't real about what they say and what they do. And I'm just gonna call it a buck. I'm gonna call it 100. So, I realized that I was on Miss Darling April channel last night for every bit of, I want to say every bit of 45 minutes. I was commenting everything. And I kept wondering why my comments was being overlooked. Because the comments that I made were sufficient, were for sure. So I've made up in my mind that, hey, Chassis, how y'all doing? Dream Team MVPs, how y'all doing? Friends, family, people on the line, what's up? How y'all doing? So I've made up in my mind that I will not, what up, Tyree? I will not be circumventing people's channels. Have a channel of my own. No need for me to go help build up somebody else's channel. Mission Squad was good. No need for me to conversate on somebody else's channel when I can concentrate on my own. Only where it matters and where I matter is where I'll be. I'm gonna put it like that. They're the only places where I'll be. What up, fat boy? Only where I matter. What is going on? Wait a minute. Only where I'll be is where it will matters. And that's how I'm putting it. No disrespect to nobody, but I see how it goes. I'm tired of being a doormat for people. So it is what it is. I heard some things last night that I totally didn't agree with. And I was on Grown Little Boy's channel today. I just wanted to listen. I didn't want to be in the forefront. I didn't want to be sticking out like a sore thumb. I just wanted to be in the background and I just wanted to listen. I heard a lot of irregularities. I heard a lot of inconsistencies. I heard a lot of wrong stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say this. And here's where it goes into I disagree with my friend, which is Larry. I disagree with him because I don't care what's in indictments. I don't care what's in the paperwork. There had to be somebody to go and say, I know firsthand knowledge for anything to be in paperwork. So the person that says they know firsthand knowledge is not the United States of America, which I've been telling y'all for the longest time. Nobody is bringing charges against Robert Kelly except for the United States of America. So I have a question. Who the hell is United States of America? Because when I last recall, Robert never did anything to United States of America. So I'm going to go here. Hey, Georgia girl. Okay. I'm going to go here and I'm going to say this. We're going to listen to Miss April. Are we gonna listen to Miss April Showers live? I don't agree with people disrespecting them because they were old ladies. They are old, that they are older ladies. I don't agree with that. Don't do to somebody else, grandmother or mother, what you don't want done to you. And I know that, you know, I'm blocked off her channel. I don't know why. I just spoke with her last week, so I don't know what's going on, but that's not for me to worry about. That's not my channel. People can do whatever they want with their channel. But we're going to listen to and we're going to dissect what Miss April Showers and her friend Miss LaFleur or LaFleur, what they say. And we're going to break it down and we're going to dissect it. We ain't going to do what other channels do and just say, oh, yeah, yeah, that's a good, blah, 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 blah. And we once again, a lot of people is bringing up hearsay. Just like when they bring up the thing about Nicole. Nobody knows what's going on, but everybody's speculating. You can't speculate when somebody is not there firsthand. So how can that be Bible? Just like me, I can sit here and say, Robert ain't never touched none of them women. And that's just going off of my experience and being around him for the years that I was around. I can say that, but do that mean that it's etched in stone, that it's Bible? No. Because I don't know what happened in that man's bedroom. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I can only go off of the experience that I have with him. A lot of these people are going off experiences of what they see, what they read, and what somebody told them. Totally two different experiences. Being there in the trenches versus being told. That's why my title today is Integrity. There's no retreat now. Either you in or you out. Here she go. Prima Donna said, the lady that got mad at me because I wouldn't believe her telling me she knows he was on the tape with Rashonda Landfield. Yeah, that lady. So what I'm gonna do is and we're gonna listen, we're gonna break it down, and then I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna open up the panel. Because I want to hear from other people, because hearing it from me is like, okay, that's not fair. Everybody put them pink hearts up for Prima Donna. Hearing it from me is like, that's not fair, because I was there with Robert at certain times. So they're going to say, you being biased. Any of my friends that are my friends, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, We Got Ups, Instagram, y'all know, if y'all my friend, I'm going to rock to the end. So I want to hear from other people, because I don't want nobody saying, you know, Dana is being biased. My thing is, I can't be biased. I call it down the middle. I've watched this man sit in my face and look at how they was getting awards off of Surviving R. Kelly, and he cried and said, you know what? They used me for what? They didn't have to do this. Do y'all know how that feel to have somebody you rock with really break down in front of you? Like, bro, like, I'm the most genuine person, which he is. He'll give you the shirt and the socks off his body. But then to see people say things like, oh, we're going to rock with the victim. Show me a victim where there's no report. Show me a victim that went to court and was deemed a victim. Show me one. And then I'll start saying the term, they are victims. But willing participants can't be a victim. Uh-oh. Willing participants can't be a victim. And then I heard some other, you know what? Let's get into this because I'm dissecting her whole thing right now. So let's get into this and let's see.
I don't know. Yeah. And I wonder. We got the kill steppers that's in here, and I want to thank y'all for doing a fine job over the weekend. I just thank everybody that has always helped and contributed. And I will check that information out. I will talk to DeMarco and get that information updated. Yeah. Today is not a great day for me, but no matter what, I'm gonna still keep going. For George languages, why didn't they have all blacks? Well, you can't have all black because that would be biased. But I think they should have had more blacks. To have only 3 blacks and 9 whites on the juror, I don't think that's impartial at all. I don't think it's fair. But, you know, that's what they did. You know, and everyone, both sides had their chance to reject jurors, and, you know, they accepted them all. So, I don't know. I'm certainly not, I'm not confident in a conviction. I mean, I want one. I'd be ecstatic if there were one, but I don't believe that there will be. Well, my personal opinion, since they gave them the $27 million settlement before his trial, you will have people that say, okay, the city has paid them $27 million, the family. Because they're liable. And let it go as that. I don't feel like kept me locked in the garage for 2 years, or he kept my daughter locked up. I couldn't get in touch with her. And then you get other people that are burning up cars that called in a lifetime the movie premiere bond. So all of this played right into the hands of the prosecutors to show that they feel that he's a dangerous man. Exactly. Exactly. He is a danger. He's a continued danger. He's a continued danger. I mean, they have the evidence to prove. Michelle says his celebrity status is all they are going on. He was not charged with obstruction in 2008. Michelle, wrong again. Okay, wrong again. We're talking about this trial, okay? He wasn't charged with obstruction of justice in 2008. They're charging him with it now. You know why? Because no one tells that in 2008. They're telling it now.
Let's go ahead, Miss Lady LaFleur, or Lady of Lazur. I'm gonna go ahead. If this trial now for R. Kelly is not the same trial of 2008, then how can they come and tell anything now that wasn't told then? Which makes it a double jeopardy. That's what people have been yelling. The only reason why it's not being deemed double jeopardy because the charges are different and is in a different jurisdiction. So what are you talking about? Like I say, I'm here for it, and I'm going to break it down today.
Check out finance. It doesn't matter whether he has a traffic ticket. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. You know what he has? He has multiple witnesses, multiple victims, multiple tapes, multiple audio.
Miss LaFleur, Miss Lady of Lazur. Lady of Lazur. Okay, check this out. Multiple witnesses. Let's say you do. Multiple tapes. None was produced. Mind you, I was in court. State court and federal court. State court, they produced one CD, which means chain of custody is broken. That means they can't use that. Ask them what happened in Florida. Second thing, the federal case, they specifically said, plain and simple, what we seen is going to help Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and not us. So why should we turn over what we have to them? Remember that argument. So I'm trying to figure out what's your basis, Miss Lady of Lazur. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because when I wanted to come on last night, y'all wouldn't allow me. So now I'm going to break down all of your lies.
Multiple video. And then explain to me, because now you got that oh, this is just too much for me. I feel like I'm in a movie or something. Because like I said, this isn't the person that I know. So I've had some hard pills to swallow. So
wait.
People,
Miss Darlene April, I will say this. If this is not the person that you know, why are you allowing somebody to redictate a person that you know? If this is not the Robert that you know, why are you taking a biased standpoint? Speak up for the person that you know. That's what this is about.
Under Judge Dana now, which who is it? Dan Russell and Richard Ireland, they're in plea negotiations. So will they be most likely be testifying against him? I don't know. I can't say that. I can say they are most likely giving some type of evidence against him. Whether they will testify, I don't know.
Wait. Wait. These are the same people that said Don Russell is for R. Kelly. That Don Russell is the muscle. And now this lady of Lazur, is coming in and breaking it down, saying that they gave some type of evidence against Robert. Make it make sense, people. When I come to talk, I'm not coming just to talk. I'm dropping facts. That's why I love debating with Oak Cove, because they come with a different opinion. And iron sharpens iron. This is why I'm moving away from arguing with these silly people on the so-called R. Kelly side, aka Team Kells, because they don't know. Y'all know the rest. Let's finish.
Are giving evidence against him, yes. Whether they'll actually sit on the stand and be a witness and testify to that evidence, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. 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 Michelle, you know what? Sweetheart, I'm sorry. Because you come here and you want to do a tit for tat over bullshit. And I'm not going to do that with you. So find somewhere else. I'm not the one.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Hey, Tiz, and you know, I know he's walking free.
That went on with this people. Yeah. With all the side shenanigans that went on with the family and friends. Well, I shouldn't say family. Well, yeah, because they talked for lifetime too. So, I mean, to me, the government came with the pistols loaded. The friends didn't make it any better. They burned the cars, called it lifetime, bribing women and all kinds of stuff. So that didn't help him either, correct? Oh, it absolutely didn't help him. It absolutely did not help him. Because what people don't understand is there are so many charges against him under the RICO Act. One of them being conspiracy. Now, when you're charged with a conspiracy under the RICO Act, and this is what people really need to understand. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to think it's right. You can think it's wrong as two left shoes, but it is the fucking law. So get it through your head, okay? Just accept it as it's fact. Don't believe me, look it up. When you are charged under RICO with a conspiracy as the head of an enterprise, as R. Kelly is charged, it does not matter whether you told somebody to do something or not. It does not matter whether you know if somebody did something or not. It does not matter. What matters is that whoever did what they did it for your benefit. That's all the fuck that matters. So, them blowing up Azriel's car was to benefit R. Kelly. Whether he knew they did it, whether he told them to do it or not, it don't matter. He would have been the benefactor of their action had they been successful. That's all.
I'm gonna stop you right there, ma'am. And the reason why I'm gonna stop you right there is because I love doing this. This is what I do. I love breaking stuff down. So the United States Criminal Code, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this because I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna do it this way. Look at the screen, y'all. The United States Criminal Code states that if two or more persons conspire either to commit any offense against the United States or any agency thereof in any manner or for any purpose, and one or more of such persons do any act to affect the object of the conspiracy, each member of the conspiracy shall be imprisoned for not more than 5 years. Oddly, the central concept of the statute, conspiracy, is not defined. Other federal statutes define a conspiracy with respect to specific crimes in much the same way. Here's the key factor. The key factor is this, ma'am. If two or more persons conspire to either commit any offense against the United States or any agency thereof. Okay, let's go here. For the people who didn't understand my live yesterday when I broke it down, here it is. The reason they say against the United States, if you haven't reclaimed your birthright, you are property of the United States. So any offense against the United States or any agency, meaning any type of agency up under the United States. That's what you got to understand. But the key factor, if two or more persons conspire, that means both of them got to come together. So, ma'am, you're wrong again. Because under the RICO Act, conspiracy, Robert will have to, the government has to show that Robert told Don Russell to make that call and to make that bomb threat or gun threat. And the government got to show that Don Russell was told by Robert to do everything that he did, including the stuff on YouTube as he got his minions running around. Ma'am, once again, the government got to prove that Michael Williams was told by Robert Kelly to blow up Azriel Clary's car. Once again, ma'am, the government got to prove that R. Kelly told Richard Arline to get in touch with Dr. Rice to bribe Azriel. I do believe in the paper, it clearly, in the arrest warrant for Richard Arline, it clearly said that the federal government told Azriel to make that call. So if Robert is in jail, how can he make a call without it being monitored? I'll wait. So that debunks that. So let's finish.
All they need. That is all they need. They don't need him to know. They don't need him to know the people. They don't need him to give the order. All they need is for whatever the fuck those people did was for them to have done it for his benefit or the benefit of the enterprise.
Once again, I just showed y'all from a federal lawyer the mandate of federal conspiracy, because that's what Robert is being charged with. Federal conspiracy, not just conspiracy. Federal conspiracy. People got to understand what's going on. It's called legal ease. It's called legal jatra. I play in the courts. I do this. So I just want to sit back and debunk it today because I wasn't given an option yesterday. Because we could have played with it all day yesterday. Let's finish. But I like what they're doing because now they bringing a whole nother aspect of it. However, you cannot say, oh, I love Robert. Robert is my everything. This is not the man I know. And then have somebody on your platform that you don't challenge. Y'all haven't had, we 40 minutes and 58 seconds into this live, and y'all haven't heard a challenge yet. But I come on here and I done challenged at least 4 things she done did or said. Make it make sense.
That's it, that's all.
Exactly, Kimberly.
I agree that it's not fair, you know, for what other people are doing, because I'm going to tell you, in my honest opinion, you know, because as I tell people, they have the government watching YouTube. Through the COVID, a lot of people will not be able to come to their trial. Right. But it wouldn't surprise me if the government won't have the YouTube videos showing people arguing over rallies, threatening folks and everything else, and we won't even be able to attend the trial.
Hold on, time out. I'm gonna pause this because it's funny what she just said. But if y'all look in the chat on YouTube, shout out to everybody on Facebook and We Got Ups. Prima Donna said, it should be clear why I'm the queen of hashtag I said what I said. It is what it is. It is what it is. And if that's the case, I might as well stamp myself to be the king of hashtag I said what I said. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a buck right here, and you know, I'm gonna keep it going because this live gonna be long because we gonna talk about this today, y'all. I ain't doing no other lives.
Yeah, I'm doubting it'll be a public trial. Yeah, right, because of COVID.
And she just said that she won't be surprised if they use the videos of people arguing over rallies, of people doing this, doing that. And Miss April, I'm gonna go here. I don't think they're gonna show the video of people arguing over rallies. I think they're gonna show the videos of people that y'all scared to talk about, that's on YouTube, that took part and being cool, being on telephone calls, being in chats with people who have virtually did things that hurt Robert Case. You know, and we got a YouTube bed bug running around. If he didn't know anything about the car being blown up, why did he say, yo, you know, Azriel car on fire right now, though, right? Wait a minute. If you in Houston, right, and she's in Poughkeepsie, Florida, how do you know what's going on? Unless you got phoned in by Don Russell. That whole crew is the Don Russell crew. That's why when I boxed everybody in, I did it for a reason. Because when you box everybody in, hit dogs holler. And immediately, certain dogs start hollering, and certain dogs are like, oh, well, whatever. Those dogs that start hollering, I've been crossed them out because they hollering for a reason. It's the ones that wasn't saying nothing that I kept my attention on. And when you constantly having people on there talking about something, oh, Don, oh, Bozo said this, Bozo said that, and he's giving you instructions. That's called conspiracy. So if y'all gonna try to say Robert's gonna get hit with conspiracy, Kevin Terrell damn sure gonna get hit with conspiracy. Because it's not the videos of people arguing at rallies. The rally, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The first two rallies I did brought awareness and gave a blueprint. I'm not from Chicago. I'm born and raised in Baltimore that migrated down to Atlanta to pursue my acting career. I went to Chicago because I seen the people in Chicago didn't really have my friends back the way I thought they should have. So I went to Chicago and I gave the blueprint on how to do not one, but two rallies with no police, no permits, and everything was fine. No drama, no nothing. Make it make sense. I talked to the warden. The warden went up. Matter of fact, I'll show what Robert said to his officer to give to the warden, to give to the people. Here's my question now. I had one person, no, I had two people in my rally. One was a plant. No, both of them were plants. I gotta say this now. Two were plants. But one just want to be the agitator because they want to outdo a person that knows Robert. At the end of the day, what is their main cry when they get in trouble? I'm just a blogger with opinion. I don't know Robert Susser Kelly. I don't know DaintezJackson. I don't know. But if you don't know nobody, why the fuck are you here? Excuse my French, but I got to get to the nitty gritty of it. What's the real reason why you here? Because you only agitating people and collecting money. Remember, what you say on the internet is your resume, as you told me, right? So I guess it's cool to walk around and say, free R. Kelly, but then say, R. Kelly ain't an innocent ass dude. So my part is, if people like Lady LaFleur or Darlene April ain't going to address the real problem, you can't address the minute if here the problem. And this is the reason why people hate me, because I address the problem. Another problem I'm going to address. Everybody hated the fact that me and Larry had an interview. We met face to face. We ate steak and shrimp. They all had something to say about that. I told y'all, don't say nothing. Sit back and watch. Now, everybody is cool with Larry, and it's not a problem. But when Dana did it, it was a problem. Make that make sense. Trust me, I see what y'all saying in the chat. Make it make sense. Kimberly Nicole, she said, very profound. They have to bring some wiretaps, phone records, etc. You all remember how Murder Inc. was hit with RICO accusations and charges. It all turned out to be bullshit. The feds lost that case. Exactly. My thing is this. I can't understand how 1 minute you loving R. Kelly, but then when somebody with a different opinion show up, you waver or you get quiet. It's either you in or you out. I understand that this internet and this real life shit, it may be too much for some people. But hey, Prima Donna just said, that's all I've been trying to tell them. If they focus on the cause and impact, who knows who could contribute to his defense instead of encouraging all the BS. Exactly. And I'm saying exactly because it took me to turn away from the BS. Why? Because DanaJay was in the BS heavy. I let it be known. And I still feel the same way I feel. I'm just not going to entertain it anymore. Because I'm a in living color type person. I'm a up close and personal. If it's an issue, ain't no need to go back and forth. When I see you, keep that same energy that you kept on this internet. Plain and simple. And if you're really trying to go there, just know, I don't want to have to do this, but if you make me go there, my hands will turn bisexual. Now you think about what I just said. Because I will defend myself at all costs against anybody. So at the end of the day, we got to get to the point where if you're going to be for Robert, be for Robert. Don't waver. Because a lot of stuff that's going on is bullshit. And everybody's saying, well, Dana, you ain't doing rally. You being lazy. You doing this, you doing that. And my reply to them is, shh, listen. And they like, what are we listening to? Everybody else doing rallies and you slacked off and you did this. It's a reason. I'm letting everybody do them. You just had a walk for Kels that flopped. So if I come out with a rally next week, what are you looking for? Another flop. But if you sit back, strategize, and plan strategically, as Me Too, Time's Up, Color of Change do, when you hit, it's going to be impactful. So I'm not going to run because everybody else say run. I'm not going to do what everybody else say do. I'm a strategic leader. That part, Prima Donna. What is a rally with no message? And you got people walking around jails doing voodoo. Make that make sense. If I was the warden and I seen that, I would have went right to R. Kelly's show and said, yo, you got some crazy ass people out here. Tell these people don't ever come back. person walking around the jail doing voodoo. But R. Kelly keep telling you he believe in God. But you got somebody doing voodoo that then turn around and praise every morning. Make it make sense. Then had Hezekiah Walker, a bishop who everybody loves. Had Hezekiah Walker. This where the disconnect came for me at. Had Hezekiah Walker on a platform, and he's under the impression that that channel is a non-drama channel. When that channel sparks all the drama and all the mischief that goes on, but then you want to say, Father God, in the name of Jesus, I know he's all right. Come on, really? Really? Is this where we at? I do believe when I look in the Bible, God said, people that say my name will not know me. Will not know me. So now I gotta ask this question, and I'm afraid I had to go here, but I gotta go here. You're doing all this for Robert Case, but do you know him? If you know him, how far back do you go, or was it that you just met him through me? That's the problem that we have now. All this voodoo stuff and all this hookup, all that out the window. He's facing a trial soon. The question is this: you hang with people that is the cause of him having a sequestered jury. It's too many double-minded people and this money grab that y'all have turned to be a money grab that we call support for R. Kelly. Make it make sense. And the two most consistent people in this R. Kelly fight are the two most talked about. And that's me and Prima Donna. That's me and Prima Donna. The two most consistent. I'm not worried about what nobody else thinks. I'm worried about facts. And I've said it from day one. If Robert is guilty of something, let him. Black Magic Cash said that too. But people pick and choose what they believe from her. Exactly. But that's true, Prima Donna. So at the end of the day, I'm about facts. If Robert did something wrong, that'd be the cross that Robert got to carry. But from what I see, Robert told a lot of people no. And because he told a lot of people no, they got so soaked into being carried by Robert. And when he said no, he became the enemy. But that's all you got to do is sit back and listen to what Don Russell said on Blockbender's show. That's all you got to do is listen. And then pay attention to everybody who tried to get me and Prima Donna out the way. It's a reason for that. Why do Dana got to go? Why Prima Donna got to know? Oh, Kip came on Prima Donna joint. I just knew Kip was going to lay Dana out. But when Kip said, "What up, fat boy?" Rob asked about you. The whole internet went crazy. But nobody paid attention to what happened. The same person that's doing black magic and voodoo around the jail had to try to one-up Prima Donna panel, so they go get Lily. Bring Lily in all this type of crazy stuff. Now look, something major happened in Atlanta. Nobody's talking about it. So what I did was I came out yesterday and I said, let's pray for Lamont. Now I got 42 inboxes. Who's Lamont? Lamont look like this. Lamont look like that. Who's Lamont? Well, it's none of your goddamn business. If you're going to pray for him, pray for him. Stop fucking being nosy. And I'm sorry for cussing. But it is what it is. Prima Donna said, because Kip's story don't line up with the lies they've previously spent. Exactly. Make this make sense. The same people that's saying F Kip is some of the same people that was on the phone with Kip complaining about me. About their son being at Larry's house. Make that make sense. When they knew their son was going to Larry's house. I'm going to tell it all today. Fuck it. Let's go. All this, my son was at the house. My son was at his house. He knew before anybody else knew that his son was going to Larry's house. So where's the problem at now? I was the last to know. He knew, Denise Brewer knew what was going down. I was the last to know. And the first thing I said was, y'all already talked. Don't let that boy down his father. But if it go that way, don't stop him either. Those were my exact words. And Larry said, no, we ain't going to let him bash his father. We here to help him with his food truck. Let's call it like it is. Let's call it like it is. Everybody want my hands to be dirty. Okay, you want to know what my hands dirty of? Taking illegitimates to meet the man when they ain't have no ideology of who they were meeting from the jump. That's where my hands dirty at. For trusting people and rocking with people who ain't mean me no good from the jump. Even when the brotherhood told me, leave them people alone, DJ. Baby boy, leave them people alone. I said, nah. So then one person asked me a question. And they said, since you rocking for them, and since you, this is what he said word for word. Since you rocking for them, would you vouch for them? I said, hell yeah. He said, would you give your life for them? I said, hell yeah. He said, no, DJ, listen. Would you die for them to know that they got your back? I said, hell yeah. He said, no, listen. Would you die for them? And then Rob asked me the same question. Would you die for them? I said, yeah. Rob said, well, since you that strong about it, I'm going to go ahead on with it. But when the turn happened, you know what came to me? Well, DJ, you died this week. 3 days later, well, DJ, you died again. I became the laughing stock. Because now they start calling me, instead of calling me baby boy, they calling me 9 lives. And then when the 9 lives ran out, they start calling me kitten caboodles. How do you think that feels? To hold down people who never held you down. And then people get mad because they see certain stuff. And when they saw it, they said, this person's no good. This person's no good. And I'm still fighting for the people because I was in it. I was in it. And I didn't want to believe it. Me and about 2 people, we starting to get back to talk. But we had a good 3-month break where I wasn't fucking with them and they wasn't fucking with me. And I didn't know why. But because of a consistent brother who know the truth, Side note, I would have never put that spotlight on the Doublemint twins had they not did Kip practically the same as Dana, while Kip always rolled for them when I side-eyed them. Facts. 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 Like I say, that's all you gotta do is look at people's actions. People's actions cause other people to react. And the one thing I'm gonna say, and me and Blockbender don't talk. I really don't like this guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't like this guy because of the stuff that he allegedly did to me. And until I get to see him face to face, that we can really talk this bullshit out or really do whatever it's gonna be, I'm gonna carry this. But the one thing he said to me that came out later, stop getting close to people who just appear out of thin air. I thought he was hating. Man, go ahead about your business, bro. Whatever. But now I see what he's saying. Once I took people to see Robert so that way they can see that Robert was not the person that Lifetime was making him to be, everybody showed their real colors. And just like Prima just said, if you're going to turn on somebody that had your back and regardless, you hiding something. And to this day, Kip still haven't said nothing bad about Jen and Lindsay. I have, because I defend myself. But Kip asked me, why? Don't feed into it. I'm sorry. It's hard for me not to feed into something when I know I'm right. And did some conventionally forget who was the first to speak against the fake Joycean account? Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying, Prima? Nobody understands what's really going on. But Lamont was the first one to put it out there. And then he called me and told me, you better not get into it. But everybody tried to make Lamont to be a joke. No, he don't like the limelight type shit. He love it, but he don't like it. Because he said it's too messy. And Robert told him directly, do not get in it. I don't want none of y'all hit. He told me the same thing, but I'm hard-headed. I can admit my fault. I'm hard-headed. And I said, well, if ain't nobody else going to do it, I'm going to do it. And Robert and Kip made a whole joke about it. Dana fight the whole internet. I will. In person and on the internet. The only thing that's going to happen is either I'm going to win a fight or I'm going to lose a fight. But let's get back to what was happening.
Idolatry trial will be public. Hey, Ricky C. Hey, Ricky. Ricky, you want to jump on the panel? The federal government is absolutely watching all social media platforms, has been for a couple of years. Hell, I used to watch them all. You know, and I used to try to get them down fools a heads up, but they weren't trying to hear me. Like, look, don't do this, take this down, don't say that. You know. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, of course they do. Of course they do. So these people don't want to listen to nobody because they done made it all about them. Well, yeah, that's because it's all about you. That's because they're in it to be YouTube famous. But if it was about him, you would be showing the best behavior you would man up and whatever people say or do, you would not give them no type of energy. Exactly. You would be representing them in a positive way.
I'm gonna say this. Miss April said that we all will be representing him in a positive light. I'm gonna say this again. Miss Darlene April, we all have contributed to the bullshit. At one point, you remember when you was coming at me and I went back at you? But then when we talked about it, we agreed that it was a misunderstanding. So everybody has took place in the bullshit. Ain't nobody exempt. At the end of the day, we looking at a man who's facing 400 million years behind bars for something. I'm gonna go on record and say for something that he did not do. Now I know y'all gonna say, how can you say he didn't do it? Okay, let's look at the let's look at the blueprint. Michael Avenatti said, I will make sure. I know, no, I'm lying. What he said was, I know without a shadow of a doubt, R. Kelly will not see the light of day again. Wait, how do you know that? First red flag. Second red flag, all of a sudden, all these victims, as y'all call them, shows up. Robert did this, Robert did that, Robert did this, Robert did that, Robert did this, Robert did that. So I got a question. I said, all right, if Robert did this and Robert did that, everybody's story should be different. But when everybody's story is the same, and I keep telling y'all that nobody's looking at the mistress of it all. When Tamara Simmons took them for a whole year and coached them on what to say and how to say it before they got on camera. Now everybody wondering, oh, who's Tamara Simmons? I've been saying it for 3 months. I've been giving people homework. Go do your homework. Because remember, this story, what Asante McGee would not have been a spokesperson if Barry Hankerson was not the manager of Cheryl Mack's son. Exactly, Prima. Fact. She went from you to DJ to me to dude. Exactly. J-Rock, I agree. And Deshaun Watson playbook came straight from this. But guess what? This playbook came from Peabo Bryson. This is the same Peabo Bryson playbook. Play by play. And 30 years later, every last one of the ladies said, we got paid to say that. He ain't really do that to us. But guess what? Peabo catalog is gone. His career gone. His image tarnished. And look at him. He's gone. At the end of the day, you can't have a relationship with all these women and everybody relationship is the same. Impossible. 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 There's no way you could do that. Hey, Ms. Reedy. Hello, everyone. The first thing Michael Avenatti said was it's easy to set up the golden goose. Exactly. Exactly. So there's no way that we can say Robert's guilty. How? Everybody. Okay, let's go here. Ladies, if y'all had more than 3 relationships, right? But all of them relationships failed, was every relationship the same? Fellas, if y'all had more than 3 relationships and they all failed, was every relationship the same? The answer will be no. because everybody got different personalities. Because where one will let you get away with it, the other one will turn around and hit you in your mouth. And where the other one that will hit you in your mouth, the next one, she'll have her brothers and them set you up. So come on. Robert said one thing, and before he left, I don't want y'all to think like me, but I want y'all to think. Prima Donna said, so when I shared some of that info, guess what everyone else wanted to focus on? I can only imagine the bullshit. Prima Donna said, Tamara Simmons, Dream Hampton, all of them in the same bunch. Exactly. Tamara Simmons is Cheryl Mack's goddaughter. Let's be the judge. Let's see what's going on. London on the Track just beat the hell out of Summer Walker. Do y'all hear anything about that? And she pregnant. So do y'all hear anything about that? Let's keep it real. Just because I don't tell y'all everything, don't mean that I'm not knowledgeable what's going on. When Cheryl Mack put that memoir out, I said, oh boy, here comes the drama. Now we got to keep it a buck. How did Daryl Johnson get into play? Robert ain't know him. That's one thing I'm going to ask. Everybody want to be in the entertainment field? This class 101 of what not to do. Number one thing in the entertainment field, you don't trust people that's already in there. You bring your team. And even with that, you don't trust your team when money start rolling in. And then I'm going to keep it here. Tamara, if it wasn't, and I'm going to say this, and people might hate Bow Wow, but I love Shad Moss and I love Johnny Blaze, because if it wasn't for them two, Tamara Simmons would have set Jermaine Dupri up, because she was bringing out a surviving Jermaine Dupri too. And those people went to the feds, and Tamara Simmons fled to LA. Let me see what y'all saying on here before I get back to this audio. Why did Tamara Simmons and Dream Hampton do that to Kells? Kimberly, if I knew that, trust me, I tell you, I do not know. I do know that Tamara Simmons was the overall manager for the Black Panties tour. That's where Asante McGee came in at, because she got cool with Tamara Simmons. Like I said, if Barry Hankerson ain't never tell Cheryl Mack not to be visible, Asante McGee's story wouldn't have been there. It would have been Cheryl Mack. I thought Greenberg called him in. Midas Spade, you said it. I didn't. And the messed up and coincidental thing is I'm related to London on the Track too. Whoa. Whoa. EJ, explain that. Cheryl Mack got producer credit on the album too. Exactly. Because Robert wanted to make sure that she ate. But wait, the narrative that these people are running around with is Robert was selfish. He ain't do nothing for nobody. Cheryl Mack ain't do nothing for the album, but he gave her producer credits. Do you know how much bread that is? That means she eat before Robert even eat. Producers, engineers get theirs off the top. Then come managers. The artist is the last to eat at that table. You got the execs, you got the producers. No, you got the execs, you got the executive producers, you got the producers, you got the managers, you got artists, then you got band. That's why a lot of band members love to go on a road because they get their money at the end of the week on that road instead of waiting for the checks to come in from the label. I'm just saying. I'm schooling you 101. And when people sit back and be like, oh, I want to be in Hollywood, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yo, do you know how many times? Matter of fact, if Noah Tyson is still on Facebook, I want you to put yes or no into this, Noah. How many times I sat back and told Noah, like, yo, I'm gonna be famous, yo, I'm gonna change the world. Nigga, I'm gonna go to Hollywood and I'm gonna take everybody role. He was the first person I told that I'm serious about acting. And he laughed and was like, boy, you crazy. From that point, I said thank you to him. Because that lit a fire in me that I told you, now I gotta show you. And then when I'm showing people, now they like, yo, I ain't know you was like that, yo. Facts. But let's get back to this because the questions are coming in. EJ said he's a cousin of mine out from Chicago, and I never knew that until my aunt and granddaddy told me. So when this came out about him beating on Summer and Barry as his manager, I backed away slowly. Smart man. That's true. I wish Kels had called the feds when he was being blackmailed. Well, with this situation, Kimberly, I don't know if he even knew. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if he even knew. Y'all got to remember, Dream Hampton and everybody had a 2-year start on this situation. And I hear what Angelo say, I hear what Larry say, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. If it wasn't for the bullcrap surviving R. Kelly lie, Robert wouldn't have never got picked up. I'll say that. Yet people, Dillion's husband did, yet people overlooked that part in the scandal. Oh, wow. I ain't know that. See, this stuff I ain't know. Brian Hankerson still managing people. Yep. Brian still got the juice. Not like he used to, but he still got the juice. Y'all crazy. But let's finish with this.
You know, this is all, unfortunately, for them, this is all shits and giggles. And the sad part about it, Miss Margaret, you don't have to believe any of it. You know, you don't. You don't have to believe any of it. Because, you know, that's not the person that you knew. You don't have to believe the witnesses. You don't have to believe any of it. The problem is, you're not on the jury. And if the jury believes it, that's it, that's all.
And I'm glad you said that, Miss Lady LaFleur. I'm glad you said that because I don't believe nothing that's said. There's too many inconsistencies. There's too many irregularities. But for the jury, our job is to change the mindset of the jury pool. But when you have plants in there, that's making sure that that don't happen. Now what? Because Ms. LaFleur, I have yet to hear you speak out about these plants. And my thing is, if you know a person, right? You know what they won't do and what they will do. And I'll say 9 out of 10 times that's right. Because you don't know what a person completely won't and will do. But a sign of a predator, a sign of a molester, a sign of a pedophile is a consistent basis of repetitive behavior. You can't turn it on and turn that off. You can't show me 30 years of a consistent repetitive behavior from Robert Kelly. So when he came out and said, baby, take off your clothes and come on, was he wrong for that? Because if that's the case, why wasn't Ern Hall wrong when he came out with, oh, baby, I want to freak you and do it to you all night long? I mean, make it make sense. What y'all have to understand is this right here. What made R. Kelly a target? A phrase, I want my masters and I want to get paid. What really made R. Kelly a target? A song that was leaked by Julius Darrington called I Admit. Well, one thing I'm going to say is this right here. I guess people wanted to have me and Julius beefing. That's not going to happen. Because me and Julius have been in the same space. We have laughed and joked and talked about some things and had fun. And the way he came at me on YouTube, I didn't like it, so I had to respond. But I'll say this. You will never see a billionaire announce that they're a billionaire on YouTube or in public. Prima donna, that part right here. Now, where in the fuck is my money? Now, here comes this big ass conspiracy. As a record label exec, as an A&R, there's certain shit you would not release. You would not release knowing the type of momentum it's going to cause. Not unless everybody thought it was a joke. For 19 minutes, Robert poured his heart, soul, and mind out on that. The last thing he said to me was, hold me down. For a year and a half, I have stepped and held and holding Rob down because I kept jumping in petty ass beefs. So now that I'm back on my A game, I'm back on my grizzy. It's a problem. So let's finish what she was saying. Then I'm gonna skip some parts.
Okay, because he had several businesses. They're saying that that particular business that he owned, that he was the head of, was used for concerts and to traffic women. Yes, that is what the government is saying.
Okay. So if that's what the government is saying, that R. Kelly, the brand, was used for trafficking women and whatever, you got to prove that. Because you can't, okay, let's go here. You can't be a musical genius, recording albums, torn like he did, barely sleeping, and running amok of women at the same time. Impossible. Your body ain't gonna allow you to do it. And I don't care what supplements you on. You can't do it. You'll start off great, but then you will die out. Your body will shut down. And more importantly, it would happen at a concert under the lights. You never heard of R. Kelly falling out at a concert. Now make this make sense. People talking about, oh, he got herpes. Just go look at him. He had to take penicillin. Didn't he have surgery on his lymph nodes? Didn't he bust the stitches and pus was coming out? What drug kills pus? Penicillin. What secondary drug, if you really can't take aspirin, kills pus? Amoxicillin. So where's the herpes medicine? Let's go here. R. Kelly got herpes. So I guess from all these women that he had sex with, the herpes strand chose Faith Rogers and skipped everybody else. This is why I can't believe none of that. Lanita Carter said, he held my head back and put his penis in my face and made me do it. Do you have herpes in your mouth? Because you can get herpes from giving head. So do you have herpes in your mouth? No. So how the hell did he do any of that? Second thing, when you ejaculate, meaning fellas, when you come, as soon as semen hit the air, it dies. But you held the semen on a shirt for 5 years before you gave it over. Make this make sense, man. Make it make sense. As soon as semen hit the air, everything in it dies. You just have fluid. And if you leave it in a shirt, and depending on if you fold it or not, the fluid and the semen is untraceable. Once it hit the air after an hour. But you had it there for 5 years, but that means the shirt stuck together. Fellas, if y'all think I'm lying, you go jerk yourself off, put it in the shirt, and fold the shirt together, and come back the next day and try to open it and tell me what you got. But yet I had friends that I rock with tell me, oh, you rock with R. Kelly, you're a pedophile too. You this, you that, you this, you that. Here's my question. If you my friend and I believed in you, especially if I hung around you and I spent time with you, I'm going to rock with you. There's no wavering. You never seen nobody come on my panel, even with Larry. Every time he talk about R. Kelly in a negative way, I'd be like, what? Nah, yo, it ain't going to rock like that. Even when I go to his panel, I say the same thing. Angelo came on there and said it. Oh, Dana going to take up for dude. But what I can't get is these people who go to these rallies, who sit back and say they love R. Kelly. They will let people come on that panel and talk negative about R. Kelly. And they will say stuff like, oh, you know he was on this videotape, right? And they would say stuff like, you know, I got an inside track that told me that he was on 6 videotapes, right? I'm still confused of how many tapes it is. First, I heard it was 100 devices. Then I heard it was 6 tapes. Then I heard it was 10 tapes. Then I heard it was 1 major tape stuck in the vault. I mean, I'm lost. Oh, I'm about to get that, Prima. Then people say, I don't know why R. Kelly music is being leaked. But then you let the man Jeff Fly Leaks come on there, and now he your mod. That's why I say what I say. I can't even get mad at Jeff Fly no more. I do what I'm supposed to do. Every time he leak it, I snatch it, I send it over. Whatever happens is out my hands. I did my part. Do I want Jeff Fly locked up? Hell no. Because he's another young brother. But he got to pay for the stuff that he did. And my question is, who sent them? Well, I showed y'all who sent them. Jeff Fly told me himself, Dana, because you rock so hard and for R. Kelly, me, Don, and Tyson wanted to include you on this money. I can't be bought. I can't be bought. That's just like if me and my fellas go rob a bank and I get caught. I'm not snitching, nigga. Give me my time. I set it out. I Bobby Smurder him. But them niggas doing all this to rob, man, shit. I never seen it. And I told y'all from the jump, how can a man be the muscle when he gave a man life because he got caught with a dime bag of weed? So now that he being hit, so now that he being hit with goddamn racketeering and all this other stuff, you think he ain't gonna take his guts out and put it out there? If he snitched on a dude for a bag of weed, let's keep it 100. Mighty Spade said at Willie Jones tried to get Dana on an episode of Donovan Sharp or Red Pill 78. Hey, let's do it. I'm with it. Let's do it. I ain't gonna front. I can show you the emails that I had with the producers of Surviving R. Kelly. They told me plain and simple, Dana, two things. Your story about Robert do not fit our agenda. And the second thing, your requirements are too much. Because I told them, if I'm going to come do Surviving R. Kelly, I got to have my own film crew. Because when y'all try to manipulate what I say, I can activate my film crew and put it out there to the masses. They say, oh, no, no. And with the Surviving R. Kelly contract, when you sign off that contract, your likeness and your voice is stuck with VH1 and all of them networks that's combined and together for life. So that means that they can play anything that you do for life. And just for people to know, I am about to be in litigation, meaning a lawsuit, a federal lawsuit, with Surviving R. Kelly because they used the rally that I did, that I sponsored in Chicago without my permission. So yeah, there's some things taking place. Even though it brought exposure, but I don't care about exposure, especially when it's on a negative light. So let's finish.
They didn't say his entire music career. They didn't say that. You said that. So again, you can argue, you can disbelieve, the fact still remains he is charged under RICO, whether you like it or not.
Let's clear something up. She's saying that Robert is charged. I keep telling y'all he's not. So for the people who don't really know what the hell they're talking about, let's go here. Yes, a grand jury returned an indictment, right? Like I said, he's judicially accused, not charged. If he was charged, we would know how much time he's getting from day to door, and we would know what facility he will be transferred to. Ask yourself this question. If he's charged, why he's still wearing orange jumpsuits and everybody else at the MCC is wearing gray and brown or khaki and gray. Make it make sense. If he's been charged, why do he have to go in front of a jury, a sequestered jury in New York, and then go to another jury in Chicago? Make it make sense. If he's been charged, how can they charge him again? That's double jeopardy, right? But for everybody that know the law, this side, we just gonna let him go run along with it. He's judicially held. Judicially held. Now, being judicially held or judicially accused have the same implementations of being locked up, depending on the charge. So for people who have been in the system, you know the difference, or you should know the difference between judicially held / judicially accused and being versus being judicially charged. That's how I can debate grown little boy and Oak Cove. That's how I can do it. Because I read. Better yet, we're going to do it this way. I'm about to show you something. I'm about to show you something real quick. If you look at the screen, I have what most people scared to read. Now, the grand jury charges. See that, right? Okay. So they talk about the enterprise and all that, right? All that. See all this? All of this. Then it says the defendant, he was the leader of the enterprise, right? But I want you to read this right here. Count 1. The allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 10 are realleged and incorporated as if fully set forth in this paragraph. If he was charged, wouldn't it say the charges contained, or would it say the allegations? Like I said, he is judicially held / judicially accused, not judicially charged. At the end of the day, let's finish.
That's the fact. And I didn't do it. Girl, if you don't get that goddamn DJ Tyson slogan from up here, one man ain't no enterprise, get that bullshit down from there. Motherfucker gonna be throwing up groupie holes in a minute. Get that shit. I don't want to see that bullshit. No, that's what the Jabosky said. One man ain't no enterprise. Oh, okay. Okay. Nobody said that one man was an enterprise. They didn't accuse him of being the enterprise. They accused him of being that.
This is why people shouldn't talk. She just said they didn't accuse him of being an enterprise, right? I want y'all to read what that say. It says the defendant, Robert Spencer Kelly, was the leader of the enterprise. At this point, one man can't be an enterprise. That's another inconsistency that's being spewed out there. Let's finish.
Head of the enterprise. That's what the court documents say. He was the head of the enterprise.
Oh my God. If they saying that he's the head of the enterprise, ain't that the same thing as saying one man ain't no enterprise? If he was the only person listed as the enterprise, make it make sense.
Respect my opinion. Say, put respect my opinion thing back up there. No. These subs are toxic. They bounce from channel to channel. Girl, they need a safe place. They need a safe place, respect my opinion. They won't find one over here. Phoenix Rising. She said the attorney dropped the ball on the bail from the beginning. Okay, if she says so, I don't see how. Bail keeps you cool when the weather's right. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so what the government is organized crime for the prosecution. What the government that he used to do. Okay, I have responded to that already. I'm not gonna keep going. I'm sorry. If you got a problem with understanding what I'm saying, no. Wait a minute. Yeah.
One of his lawyers, Nicole, previously worked on sex crimes.
One of his lawyers, Nicole, previously worked on sex crimes. You don't want to talk about Nicole, do we really? We shall not speak upon Nicole. She will not be spoke upon. No, she will not. I'm dead behind them. Yeah.
So here's my question. Why won't you speak on Nicole if you're speaking on everything else? And once again, there's no way I will allow anybody on my platform to really just dog Robert Kelly out. And especially when I have a relationship with the guy. So what I'm lost about is, and the one thing I can admire about Larry is that we both understand now that we done did so much dirt bashing each other about the situation that we respect each other platforms. Hey, y'all, I need 48 more likes, man. Can I get 48 more likes? I got 117 people watching. Can I get 48 more likes? So at the end of the day, we respect each other platforms, but we disagree about what's going on. We disagree about that. He believes Rob is guilty. I believe he's innocent. And then I'm going to go here. I will say this. If Robert got to go to jail, that means every parent should go to jail too. And no, I'm not saying that, oh, that's saying Robert guilty. No, I'm saying it for a reason. Because if you can let your parent, if parents can let their kids go, so they call themselves kids. Let's go here. Because I keep saying wasn't none of them kids. But because they are kids to their parents, they will always be their parents' kid. I don't care how old you get. But they let their kids go at of age, and their kids ran them. So because things didn't go their way, and because they didn't get what they wanted to get out of Robert, now Robert's a bad guy? Come on, man. Make this make sense. How was Robert the bad guy? Oh, Robert took my kid. He kidnapped my kid. Well, your kid was 19. Your kid wanted the older man. Robert made sure your kid was perfect for 4 to 5 years. And you was in contact with your kid the whole time. Now, where's their problem again? Where's their problem at again? But that's all I want to know. Now, let's go here. I'm going to use Azriel for a second. She left Robert at this time. She did an interview with Shabazz. And in that interview, thank you, Boston. And in that interview, her dad said, you know, I didn't know where my daughter was at. And she stopped him and said, wait a minute. I was in contact with you the whole time. You knew where I was at. We ain't going to start lying like that. And he got quiet. But then when that's being brought up, it jumps from that to that wasn't supposed to be shown. He tried to get clout. Well, if you ain't going to show everything, don't show nothing at all. See, I know the difference between commentary and truth. I know when people just saying shit to get their views and likes up. And I know when truth is truth. The problem is a lot of the subs don't know. So they run with whatever sounds good. So if it sounds good to say, I know R. Kelly on 100 devices. I know R. Kelly got underage guys and girls. And you see them super chats coming up, you're going to keep running with it. And then when you finish, you're going to be like, shit, I got to build on top of that. It's called blogging. And I might have broke the blogging code, but it's called blogging. That's why when you hear Larry say, y'all dumb enough to not know the truth between commentary and truth. That's why I laugh at people. Because they be like, yo, Larry single-handedly put R. Kelly in jail. How? When he don't know him. But his commentary will tell you he did it. Why? Because it makes everybody over here mad and it takes them off their A game. Except for me and Prima Donna. So when me and Prima Donna start calling shit out, motherfuckers get quiet or they be like, shit, man, y'all ain't playing. No, we ain't. That's when respect is built. If you notice, just pay attention to who's respected on these YouTube streets and who's not. I'm giving y'all facts 101. Thank you, Boston. I'm giving y'all facts 101. So if you ever want to be a blogger, just come back and listen to this and you'll see what's going on. Now that I gave it to y'all, just sit back and watch everybody's commentary. You'll be like, oh, that's what Dana was talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to keep it a buck. And ain't nobody going to check shit. Exactly, Prima Donna. That's the funny part about it. And this is the funny part about it. They have everything to talk about, but won't fact check nothing. And the reason why they won't fact check, because they can't read. We have sat back and laughed about this. Why are we laughing? Because people don't know what's going on. And thank you, Nell Taylor. And the first thing everybody say, oh my God, we can't believe this going on. We can't believe this. We can't believe this. Well, the first thing you got to do is do this right here. The first thing you got to do is do this right here. Here it comes. The first thing you got to do is say this. The defendant, number 10, the defendant, Robert Sylvester Kelly, was the leader of the enterprise. Count 1, racketeering. The allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 10 are realleged and incorporated as if fully set forth in this paragraph. Then you got to start doing research. In or about and between January 1999 and present, they gave you a date. In the date, which was January 1999, they gave you a timeline and present. That means for all these years, they believe that he's been doing crazy stuff. Now watch this. They even come back and tell you both dates being approximate and inclusive. Well, if you're going to say that, you got to give me exact dates then. I believe the defense is going to destroy this. I believe the defense in New York is going to demolish the federal government. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm not telling you why I believe it, but I'm just telling you I believe it. And so far, I'm going to be honest, I'm 5 for 2. Two things I got wrong when I said he wasn't going to be federally charged, and they came and got him. Okay, I take that L. The second thing that I got wrong is when I said he's going to be coming home on house arrest, because that's what the judge has said in Chicago. What happened after that is beyond my control. So those are the two that I would take the L on. But everything else was spot on. So when you start doing all this and reading all this and doing your research, you start knowing whose Jane Doe is this, whose Jane Doe is that, what Jane Doe is this, what Jane Doe is that. You don't need nobody to come on and tell you what's going on. You don't, hey, Grandma Jenna, and you don't need nobody to come and tell you because you already did your research and you already know. At the end of the day, I am going to say this for a lot of people on YouTube, and I'm going to tell you now, I should have been did it, but I'm about to subscribe to Prima Donna on Patreon. So I'm going to say this for everybody that's looking for me to continue this on YouTube, your sad day is coming, because I'm going to start going live on Patreon. I will say this, everybody that's on my 25 level, hold tight. I'm trying to figure out how I can change the amount. Wait a minute. Atlanta police used taser on 2 people during fight at Atlanta airport TSA checkpoint. They jumped on a TSA worker. Oh, Jesus. So I'm telling y'all now, if you're not on my Patreon, and I know I didn't really put nothing up this week or last week because I'm trying to shuffle all of my videos off of YouTube. But that's fine. But you can fact check with Doug Anton. But that's all you got to do is call him, Angie. Angie stupid. But I will be transferring over to Patreon. I will be going live a lot on Patreon. I will only come over here to shoot the breeze and talk about gossip. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of what's going on here. But Patreon is where you will find me fully at. And that's https://www.patreon.com/official DanaJay. And I do want to let you know I have every document that ever came out about Roberts versus Kelly. And on Patreon, starting Monday, I will be going through every document live on Patreon. And we will be talking about it live on Patreon. So when you see me on here, I'm gonna be talking about Dark Jackson and stuff like that, and then I'm going to be bringing you interviews. But all of my deep interviews will be on Patreon first, and they will just be uploaded here. I will shift the bar and do some live ones here. Yeah, Boston, and you got to pay monthly. You got to pay monthly. But I don't want nobody to go to that $25 platform just yet. I'm trying to see how I can make it one flat fee across the board. I need to get with Prima Donna, and she can talk to me about that. Miss Lady T, all your service complaints, you can take that wherever you got to go. But we don't do service complaints over here. We shut down complaints. So it is what it is. I'm just telling y'all. I'm trying to bring it down to $15 total across the board. One total platform, $15 across the board. Is that fair for everybody? Oh, look what Angie want with his customer service complaint. Y'all crazy. So that's what it's going to be, because I wanted to be fair for everybody. I don't want nobody feeling like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that. I know y'all joking. That's why I said something about it. It is what it is. So it's about to get ugly over here, y'all. And I just want to shift to Patreon. If you on Rumble and you want to be updated about the election and the stuff that's going on in politics, add me on Rumble. Hey, Dewan, add me on Rumble if you want to be updated with politics. On Patreon, I'm gonna be talking about R. Kelly. Mary Dukes, miss you too. I'm gonna be talking about everything. You feel me? That way I don't gotta worry about if this person is blocked, if that person is blocked. No, because I will have the power to block whoever I want. Just like I got it here. So, yeah, I'm just letting y'all know. Go download Safe Chat too. Y'all gonna need it. Willie Jones said, I already signed up for Rumble. Okay, good. I will be updating politics politics on Rumble. Because some stuff about to kick off. Some head key people got arrested last night that nobody talking about, and I can't talk about it on YouTube. So tonight on Rumble, guess what? I'm going to go live talking about it. Because I can't talk about it on YouTube. YouTube will shut my channel down. So as far as we can continue with this R. Kelly stuff.
Absolutely. Somebody said, and Daddy Logo, the lawyers robbed a town.
Oh, I do want to talk about this real quick.
He was married to one. Anton said,
hold on. I'm going to go here.
If you live for Rob, you be doing it from the house. It would be about you. You would make it about you. Yeah. But all this time, I was looking at all of this stuff. Phoenix Rising, talk about who for the same people at the time. Lord, no, they wasn't. I mean, we had some good times. These people were famous through YouTube, through cash apps and money, and be famous. Yeah. Miss Lonnie said, I consider myself a logical person and I do not believe all the stuff out of Pacer. Wait a minute, go back to my comment because I didn't finish reading it. Yeah. It's too far-fetched. Miss Margaret, far-fetched or not, those are the facts of the case. I mean, you don't have to believe it, but those are the facts of the case.
Time out. Time out. Time out.
So,
time out. Wait. Time out. So when something is put in Pacer about you, you saying that those are the facts of the case, right? I have a question. If those are the facts of the case, why there's a need for a trial? Facts don't need to be construed, right? Or facts don't need to be gone against, right? Because the facts is the facts. If that's the facts of the case, that means there's no need for a trial because you can't bring nothing to go against facts. Or was it me? Now, if these are the facts of the case, why do we need a trial? Just go ahead and charge them. So I'm trying to tell people, be careful.
That is what it is. You don't have to believe it, but those are the facts. You know, I'm not looking at facing, I'm not looking at next house. You know, it's not anybody telling lies because, you know, those are the facts of the case.
Okay, you say it's nobody telling lies. Here's my question. Were you there, Miss Lady LaFleur? Were you there? Was you there when allegedly these women was taking wood from Robert Sylvester Kelly? Was you there watching? So how can you say that those are facts? If your answer is no, how can you say that those are facts? I'm going to bring a different side. Are you crying? Miss April, you crying? Oh, no.
And, you know, I understand because that's not who you knew. Oh, what bloggers was at his concert? Yeah. Well, you know what? A lot of people, I went to a damn concert, okay? Yeah, I went to a lot of R. Kelly concerts. Shit. I told you, girl, look, I had a guy take me to one of his concerts, and damn it, R. Kelly smacked my ass up, and it was on and popping. I didn't even look who was left.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They was all filling on him. I remember throwing up with friends up on stage with him. Yeah, honey. He had some guys that concert. R. Kelly's YouTube fan base is unlike anything I've ever seen. There are good people out here, but damn, there are some nutty ass ones too. You know what? These people are insane. They're insane. I've said that from the beginning. They are insane. Anytime you risk your freedom, anytime you risk, I just put it like this. For me, it's freedom. Anytime you risk your freedom, anytime you go after somebody simply because they have a different opinion than you, you're fucking insane. Well, first of all, you can't plead the fifth. You know, because here's the thing. All of the witnesses that the federal government has, they've already given they have written testimony. They've given their testimony. Daddy Lolo. Yes, Daddy Lolo. He was married to Doug Anton said they were married, the lawyer. He was married to her.
Now that's the biggest lie out there. Doug Anton ain't never say that Rob was married to Aaliyah. Greenberg said that, not Doug Anton. Let's finish.
Aaliyah. It's not just saying. And Doug Anton said it too. Okay? They have the marriage license, they have the marriage certificate, they have the application for the annulment, they have it all. Yep.
Here's what I love. They have the marriage license, they have the marriage certificate, they got the annulment for it all. How many times have we proved that marriage license was bogus? How many times that we proved that Robert didn't ask for that? The man that said he went and got the certificate said plain and simple, Barry sent him to get that. Not Robert. So if the man that went and got the certificate is telling you that Barry Hankerson sent him to get it, why is Robert being charged for it? Make it make sense. But look, I'm 2 hours in. I respect Miss April, Miss Darlene April, and April Showers, and I respect Miss Lady LaFleur. I wish they wouldn't have blocked me because I didn't do nothing to be blocked, but hell, it is what it is. I'm gonna have my difference in opinion. I'm gonna believe what I believe, and I'm gonna keep it kosher. J-Rock said, at Boston, I'm in love with love, a plan of a smear campaign that consists of alleged child porn and alleged sex tape. A STD was used. He lost his job. And get this, a reporter named Gail is covering it all. What movie is this? That sounds like a movie called Ricochet. That sounds like a movie called Ricochet. And if that's what I think you're talking about, I pretty much told everybody that that's what's going on. Free Take K. Who was that? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. If you haven't seen Ricochet, please go watch it. Everything that Robert's going through is in Ricochet. But look, I thank everybody for joining. I'm 2 hours in. That's going to be my time frame now. I'm not going to do no major lives. So I'm going to keep it a buck. Y'all stay vigilant. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep believing in God. Hey, Dottie. Y'all keep believing in God. Y'all keep praying for Robert. Sideways and dodge all these crazy people out here. And just remember, God answers all of your prayers. Shout out to Prima Donna for coming over. Little Big Sis on it. And look, y'all be blessed, man. That's all I can say. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Until next time. DanaJay up out of here. Love every last one of y'all. Elephants don't swat flies. Let's go. You shot me in the heart, and I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, I don't think I'm gonna make it. See, I'm just as good as dead. I'm good as dead. Whoa, bullseye. Girl, you shot me down to my knees, yeah. Since you took your love from me, and I'm holding on to the hopes that you will return. Although I feel I've lost you forever, I will believe that you still love me. Girl, say you do, say you do, say you do, say you do, say you still love me. Shooter, shooter, yeah. You shot me in the heart. Oh, yeah. And I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, shooter. I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, and I'm just as good as dead. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, I neglected the fact that your love was precious, and I should have took more better care of me. And now every minute you're gone, girl, I sit here just dying alone. And I wish that I could have dodged that bullet of you leaving me. Shooter, shooter, you shot me in the heart. And I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Oh, shooter, no, no. Oh, I don't think that I'm
Real